So I'm set up here with a nice mug of coffee. And probably should have got some water too, but you know, mistakes were made, and I'm gonna have to live with that. So, for those of you who know Pathfinder but don't know Pathfinder Kingmaker, you're in for a treat, because this is the best Pathfinder video game available on the internet. It's also the only Pathfinder video game available on the internet, but it's still pretty damn good. I've put... never found a path once, not even a single time. I'm still looking for Dawn. But yeah, I've put a lot of time into this game. I think my on Steam it says I put in like 140 hours, and I've not beat this game. I don't even think I've gotten halfway through this game. So here we go, starting a new game once again. Let me know if the music volume, the video game volume needs to go down, or anything else that I need to adjust. Flying by the seat of my pants on this one, but we're gonna have a good time regardless, or at least I will. Let's crank that down then. How are we at 40? 40 okay? Too quiet, not quite enough. 40 seems solid, I'm willing to go with that. So, has anyone else here actually played this game, or is it just me taking you along for the ride? Just me. It's always just me. So, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set this game up, the difficulty, so that it's as close to the tabletop difficulty as possible. Some of these settings really mess up. Some of these settings get really outlandish if you crank them way too high up. So I like playing with normal critical hits. I'm not going to use Death's Door, which basically if a character falls unconscious, they get the status effect that says, hey, they're at Death's Door. If they get KO'd one more time, they're dead. Fuck that. If they drop to 0 and get unconscious and are actually just killed by HP loss, I will deal with the consequences. Likewise, I'm not going to have people rise after combats. Checking these off is just close to the tabletop stuff, and that's what I want from my experience. I'm going to level up everyone myself. I'm going to do normal enemies. I think this just artificially bumps the stats of enemy units in this game, like gives them like 4 points of extra strength and makes them harder to hit. I want them as close to tabletop stats as possible. Likewise, damage to party, keep it standard. Normal enemy difficulty. I'm gonna keep this on so I can't carry just whatever the fuck I want. And I'm gonna enable retrain, because there's a lot of options in this game. There are tons of character building options, and I've even downloaded mods to increase the amount of options we have. So I would like the option to retrain. And then this is all kingdom management stuff and other things, which I'm going to keep as is. Millions of options. This ain't no Babby 5e game. Damn right. Is Monkey Grip an option? I think there is something, I think there is a feat that's close to Monkey Grip in this. We're going to make a new character in this game. And, I have an idea of the sort of character I want to build, but the first and most that's Monkey Grip. The first and most difficult thing to do is find a good character portrait. Something that we're going to look at for the entire 200 hours that we're going to play this game, and say, hey, that's us. So there's a lot of portraits that I dropped into the portrait folder in this game. There's a lot of duplicates, and 200 hours gonna fly by. Yeah. Well, maybe it'll be better to, since I already know kind of what I want to build, maybe we can swoop back around to the portrait and just use this nice tiefling gentleman as a placeholder until then. So the first thing we're gonna pick out is race, and tieflings are cool, ASMR are cool, but how hard to give up on humans. Humans are pretty solid. Just pick the portrait with the biggest boobs. We'll swoop back around on that. We'll see which lady portrait has the biggest bust size when we're all said and done. But humans, standard, really good to get behind. I find it very difficult convincing myself not to play a human in Pathfinder and in D&D, to be honest. The extra feat at first level is a very good starting thing, and I like it. So I'm leaning towards human, though people can certainly try to talk me out of that decision if they so choose. I think since we don't know what portrait, being human is overrated. Yeah, tell me about it. Since we don't know what portrait we're gonna get, I'm not gonna mess with how the character actually looks yet. We'll just jump straight to class. And with class, if you pick up this game and don't download any mods, you will not have this lengthy list. Oh boy, will you not. You'll have a very good list of pretty much all the classes that you would really want to play, but you're still missing out on some of the other stuff from Pathfinder. So there's a lot of these classes that are in the base game. Some of them aren't, like the Brawler, the Blood Rager, the Anti-Paladin, and you could be a Summoner. You can also be, wait for it, a Vindictive Bastard, which I think is just a Paladin without the alignment restriction and some other funky stuff. But I love it. I don't even know if this is, I've never seen Vindictive Bastard before. I think Seth is in the chat and he can correct me on this. I don't know if it's a real thing in Pathfinder. But of course, my favorite class, the Witch. Witches are great arcane spellcasters in Pathfinder. They get extra special abilities called hexes that just let them do so many other cool things. Awesome. Thank you for checking, Seth. Let me know. Let me know when you find out. Ennis, you asked me what I'm leaning towards. What I'm leaning towards is the Brawler. So, Brawlers are basically, I think they're what? Combination class. They kind of blend monks with fighters. So you get some bonus feats. You get some cool things called martial flexibility, which lets you temporarily get bonus feats. And thank you, Pat Otter, for following. And so basically it's all focused on unarmed combat or close combat and being a versatile fighter. You're not going to be as, I don't want to say powerful as a basic fighter, but I feel like they're very enjoyable to play. And I've always wanted to play one of the tabletop games, and I haven't yet. It's an Axe Paladin archetype. Oh, okay. Well, in this, it's a base class, so, well. Now, the reason I want to go with Brawler, outside of how cool it is to be able to just, like, uppercut things and play around with some feats, and to actually see how martial flexibility works in this. One of the things, if it's even in this, I don't know if it's they've ported it into the game, because this is a modded class. I kind of want an animal companion, and this archetype here can get you a good boy to travel around with, and I think having a good boy companion and kicking things in the throat is just a good time. Shut up, Matt. I do like my animal companions, okay? Plus, the whole premise of this game at the beginning is that your character is going to try to conquer the, what do they call, the Stolen Lands or something like that, a giant forested area. So I feel like a naturalistic sort of character like a druid or a ranger or someone who just thrives in nature is a good quote-unquote canon class to play. And I feel like someone having an animal companion fits this wild nature appropriately. So this is what I'm leaning towards, and I'm thinking about doing some funky things with it. But I think, unless anyone has any other ideas, this is what I'm going to take out swinging with. Um, so, some of the other things that are included with the mods I have, and for those who are listening and would like to have a playing experience very similar to mine, I have 4 mods installed, which you can find at Pathfinder Kingmaker Nexus. And the first mod that adds all these fancy classes is Call of the Wild. Very fun, download it. The second one is Proper Flanking 2, which makes everything a little bit more closer to the tabletop version. Then I have Daring Do, which adds a swashbuckler class to the game. I love swashbucklers. And last but not least is Favored Class, which we're looking at right now. In Classic Pathfinder, you get to pick a favored class, and whenever you level up in the favored class, you get either a bonus hit point or a bonus skill point. And I've added that to this game, so I'm gonna pick my favorite class as Brawler, because I think I'm gonna level up mostly in Brawler. Gotta pick a god. Chat, have any god preferences for the world of Pathfinder? Usually we just make it easy and go with atheism. I don't know if Caden Callian's not bad. Homage too. Yeah. Well, Feral Champion. Well, wait, no, I misread that. Oh yeah, I have to be evil or chaotic neutral. Cool. Favorite weapon is Kukri, which convenient. Kukris are just better daggers across the board. I think I'm gonna stick with Drunk Daddy. Yeah, we're gonna go with Caden Callian. I played in a Pathfinder podcast called Eterna, and Caden Callian was a very important role in my swashbuckler character's life, Riley Morheim. So I feel like we can keep that tradition going with that. I have to choose my animal companion. I said I could have a good boy, but I could also have a wolfy boy, or my favorite, a leopard, a giant angry cat. Those are the ones I usually take swings at, usually side with. I don't like some of the weirder animal companions just because I find it weird to travel around with a giant centipede or a mastodon. I mean, Drinking All the Time. Drinking All the Time is my absolute favorite god, yes. But I said good boy. Are we okay with dog? Just get a little actual dog companion. I think it's good. Bite that if it hits, it can trip people. Elk. It does have a gore attack and 2 hooves. But bite, attack, trip, curb stomp from me. I kind of feel that. Feel that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, hold on. Bat's having big brain thoughts. Let's look at them closely. What do you want to know? The dog has +6 natural armor. He only gets the 1 damaging attack, but it does come with trip. I do like trip. And the elk can hit 3 times. This is literally the most important decision. Mastodon gets 2 damaging attacks. Mastodon, pterodactyl. Good natural armor. Mastodon. But dog. But bear. Oh, this is so tough. Welcome to the next 45 minutes of game. Mastodon. Everyone's leaning towards Mastodon. Let's see. 7th level, it becomes large. It's a lot of strength. Oh, it gains trample. It can just run over people. Snake companion. I think the dinosaur might be the closest thing to that, or the centipede. Centipede only gets poison. I don't like the centipede that much. Like, trample though. This gets trip and 2 claws. The toughest decision of the game. Oh man, I don't even know what the Mastodon looks like in game, so I guess we can go with Mastodon. I'm seeing a lot of Mastodon in chat, so just ride that out. And last but not least, since Brawler's a frontline fighter, I'm just going to take the bonus hit point per level. That's what I want. That's what I really, really want. Just a boy and his Mastodon. Now for stats. So, one of the things I like to do a lot in Pathfinder is find a way to get dexterity to damage and make dexterity a primary stat. Brawlers can wear some armor and benefit from having strength. I kind of want to do a dex build, but Seth is going to love this phrase. The dex build only really comes online at about level 4. So the early game is going to be a little more tough. But I think it's what I want. So leave strength at 10, kick that to 16. Get some beefy con. Seth loves the max deck. I also love max decks. Character's will save is garbage, so I want to boost wisdom a little bit. And character eventually runs a kingdom. I feel like for story purposes, having a little bit of charisma is not a terrible idea. Just a dash of charisma. Yes, Seth. Brawlers are still treated as having 13 ints to qualify for feats. So I don't need to bump up int at all, and this character's not gonna be a skill monkey, so I'm okay with just whatever points I get. Dump ints? I don't want to dump. I dislike dumping stats. I'm fine leaving them at 10. 16 dex and 16 charisma. Dude, a 16 charisma is such a waste. I want more con if I'm gonna go up to that. Like, there. And don't need strength. But the memes. I get that to, okay, I can get that to 14. I have a point left over. Right, a little bit of strength bumps my CMD. And everything is difficult. This is the arrangement I want. From what I like, this is the arrangement I want, and then humans get a +2 wherever. So I'd add that to Dex to get that to 18. Skills are definitely for NPCs to worry about. I don't really like having 2 odd numbers there, but what can we do? We could do that, and then that. I don't like that, though. So you get to increase these by 1 every 4 levels, which means you get 5 free points to increase these stats by, which, and you want them to be even numbers to get these extra, the actual modifiers up. So it's usually good, in my mind, to have 1 odd number out. But you get a little bit of strength. How's that? Yeah? Yeah? I don't mind that. So we're looking at someone who's an agile fighter with a little bit of strength, just a little bit. Kind of beefy, you know, he has a few extra hit points. Wise, but not smart, not above average in smarts anyways, and relatively charismatic. Maybe we can do some things with intimidation at some point. Still too smart. Shut up, Seth. So for skills, I know persuasion's important for your main character in this to have, because you're doing most of the talking. Perception is always important, but if you have someone in your party who's skyrocketed perception, you don't really need to have it on your lead character. I feel like this character should have athletics and mobility, just based on being a brawler. So that's what I'm going to start with. That's what I think. Yes, game. Good, good. Now for the real choices. The second most important choices outside of what sort of animal companion we have. The feats. So, what I'm thinking of doing for this character, and like I said, it's only going to come online at about level 3 or 4, is after first level, take a dip into Rogue to get Dex to damage with his fists. Which I think takes about 3 levels of Rogue. So, which also gives me like sneak attack and some extra skill points, which I like. Oh, multi-classing in Pathfinder? Yeah, of course. I think the capstones for Brawler is kind of meh. It's AC improvements, another bonus combat feat, and I don't give a shit about that. So, now the one thing with multi-classing is my animal companion will fall behind if I do that, which is why my gut is telling me, especially since I took a human and I get 2 feats at level 1, to scroll all the way down past all of these feats and just go ahead and pick a Boon Companion. What Boon Companion does is it basically, if you're multi-classing or if you're a class that has a weaker animal companion, it helps keep it on par with your character's actual level. That's the truncated explanation of that feat. I'm just looking at chat waiting for Seth to yell at me. We do get another feat, but first we have to choose some traits. Traits are not something that are in the native game. Traits have been added via mods, and we can pick some nifty traits from this. Cool thing. Initiative. Cool thing is if you have this, you can do the cheapo pick up an heirloom weapon at the beginning of the game if you want. But we don't want to. We're going to be punching stuff mostly. So, thinking about this, character's a brawler, frontline fighter, travels with a Mastodon, kind of rough and tumble, but kind of charismatic. Maybe we can swing a combat trait and a social trait. Maybe. And I haven't looked at these too in depth, but I did skim over these a little bit. And I like Threatening Defender a lot. I don't know if I'm going to take Dodge. I like Threatening Defender a lot, especially early levels. Combat Expertise, -1 to hit. In this game, it might be a +2 AC. In the tabletop version, might just be a +1, or I might be getting those flipped around. I know it's not as cost effective as power attacking is for the -1 to hit and +2 damage. But I like the idea of being a threatening defender and negating that first -1 to your attack. So I'm going to take that unless I'm talked out of it and look at social traits. And do we have anything interesting here? Seeker. Oh. Maybe regional? Oh, wait. We can boost our will save by being a freed slave. So this character's backstory could be: learned to fist fight while being a slave, broke free, lost in the wilds, and found a Mastodon companion that may or may not have helped him or her escape being a slave. And we get a nice +1 to our will saves, which is our weakest save. Yeah? Man? Does that check out? What's Bully do? Let's see. Bully, +1 to intimidate checks, and Persuasion's always a class skill, which I think it's currently a class skill anyways. The power gamer in me wants the extra saving throw. And the creative player in me wants to make having that extra saving throw work with the character's backstory. As you do. Nice. So this is our last feat. Going into Rogue, we're going to get Weapon Finesse for free. So unfortunately, our early game is probably going to be a lot of ranged weapons, weirdly enough. Since Dex is what's used to calculate our 2 hit for ranged weapons. So we're not actually going to be able to use melee combat with our fists super effectively until we get that first level of Rogue, and even then our damage isn't going to be super great. You can take weapon focus for fists if we want to punch thing throughout the entire game. Combat Expertise is nice if we want to increase. I took that trait too, that makes us slightly better. So the thing with this, like Pathfinder Tabletop, there's so many feats. There's so many feats in Pathfinder Tabletop. And because of the mods included in this game, the feat list just like, it keeps going. It keeps going. Uh, and then there's like a whole bunch that I don't even qualify for straight down here that I can't even get based on class or level. So we're not going to be punching things right away. I don't really need weapon focus. I'm not taking improved initiative like Seth mentioned earlier. Our ranged combat's gonna kind of tank a little bit because we don't have point blank. So we might just be a shitty frontline fighter at the beginning of this game. Which, you know, might be okay. It might be okay. I think... I don't know if Wild Child gets free teamwork feats with their animal companion. I don't think so. He really wants me to go down dodge. I might have to take teamwork feats in this game. In the tabletop game, not super great. You're gonna have a hard time convincing all of your close friends and party members to waste a feat on a teamwork feat. This game, it's very, very much worthwhile. Which hopefully if we play for long enough, I'll be able to showcase. Dodge tree is legit. Spring attack. Well, let's see what spring attack, if it's in this, what it actually does. Because it might be different than the tabletop version. Or it might not even exist. So, yeah, no such luck. And I think I need to get combat expertise so I can get some of the fun combat maneuvers. Like trip might be okay. So I'm leaning towards combat expertise. I have the trait that makes it pretty okay, I guess. I don't know. Luckily, we'll be able to retrain at some point. So I guess we'll just roll with this for now and kick ourselves for it later. I think that's it. Okay, well, I guess we have to pick a portrait now, and then we can kind of figure out a voice. So we need to find a rough and tumble character that looks like they fight up close that would have a Mastodon companion. Combat expertise, the power attack of not dying. It's okay. It is okay. So I think I'm settled on human because I really want those 2 feats at the beginning. This is always the most difficult part. Just picking a portrait that fits, that looks cool, and you're not going to mind staring at for the entire game. It should be close. The portrait should be real. There we go. I think I found it. Oh man. All these portraits were downloaded from Pathfinder Kingmaker Nexus as well. There's like a couple huge portrait packs on there. So if you want to, because the base game only gives you like, yeah, also the base game only gives you like, I think this is the chick from, she looks very close to the chick from Dark Souls 2, but some of these portraits have like clear inspirations. And see, I like this one for like a fire-based spellcaster. No one will see it coming if I just pick a mage portrait. This one? This one right here? Matt? Okay, I'm into it. Or wait, what do you want, Matt? Red hair, blue paint? This one? Shamanistic, like, shaman barbarian? Is this what you're looking at, Matt? So I wouldn't mind using alloy. I wouldn't mind using this one. This one strikes me as a bit much of a strength-based fighter. Nope, up? Just another one? Blue face paint. Oh, this is the most difficult part of the night. Okay. So I really want to use this portrait. We could browse a little bit longer to see this one. Also very fitting. There's some really weird ones in here. The one with stuff over her eyes. Like, this one's cool. Doesn't fit the character at all, but it's cool. But you love Felicia Day. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think it's like a kind of like a dragon, but I see what you're saying, Ennis. Just be a werewolf. Welcome to 30 minutes of finding the right portrait. Seth, there's your little snake buddy. There you go, right here. This is your character. They made that portrait just for you. Here's the Riley Moorheim portrait. I don't think any of these have a Mastodon in the background. Kind of like this one too. I'm not sure what character this would be. Maybe some sort of weird monk. It's very fancy. I do like this portrait a lot. Current character, obviously. Pick the Wabi. It's all our dwarves. I think we're getting into elf territory. Oh, let's make an executive decision and watch the world burn. Maybe we could be more neutral. I don't know. Oh, it's so tough. This is the most difficult part of everything. I should have had a better idea of what portrait I wanted at the beginning, like I did with the class. Do it, do it. I don't know if I want to be evil, though. I mean, I've never done an evil run. I suppose I could. Suppose I could. Oh, no. Okay. Really? I don't have to be evil? Okay, Ennis, go ahead. I'll wait. Tell me what alignment you would call this portrait. Fire neutral. Neutral burning. So the actual character... the actual character details here, there's not a lot of options. Just enough. Let's see, what's the most angsty looking face? Yeah, it's pretty angry. And I need to match that hairstyle, which is probably that. Simple character gen is simple. Yeah, I mean, you spend most of the game zoomed out of your character, so yeah, it makes sense. Now we need that evil red hairstyle, which is probably that. Let's see. The portrait has what, black and red. So no, there we go. Maybe the other way around. This is also the most important part of character creation. There. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can be a left-handed person, doesn't matter. Why not? No one's gonna stop us. Can't tell us what to do. All right, so the third most important part of character creation is figuring out what the character sounds like. So, yeah.
Follow if you dare.
Hope that's not too light. Hope you can hear that.
I'll take care of it. Let's shred them.
May I see your entrails, please?
wherever my legs carry me.
Okay, good, 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 good.
Our path leads on.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
You know what turns me off of Madman? That second take sounds too much like an old lady witch, but that last take was fine.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Oh my god. We're just gonna play Chaotic Evil, aren't we? This is gonna be a mess.
Strike with all your might.
No contest.
I won't take that. Heal me quickly. Out of my way.
No mistakes.
Away, you rascal.
Cover me.
Hey, have a look.
This will hurt.
What do I got against old lady witches? I guess nothing.
I lead, you follow. What if let's move already? Hold on. Stand with me.
Okay.
Let's shred them!
None shall escape.
I think we're between aggressive and Madman for this chaotic evil punchy chick. Like aggressive?
I won't take that. Out of my way. Heal me quickly. I lead, you follow.
Great. Oh man, okay, we'll go with aggressive. We'll do the birthday, what, today? That just makes sense. Hey, nope, can't. Okay. This is the day that we are recording. Or going live, I guess. Recording. I'm way too used to doing Let's Plays. And that was several years ago. So, okay. We'll just set that there. Alignment. Am I not picking alignment yet? Do I have to enter a name first? Okay. Christ. Name. What's a good... We open. We open. Who has a good evil red-haired punchy lady name who travels with a Mastodon? Jade, Joan. Strawberry shortcake. Okay, strawberry shortcake, but you have to make it look like it could be a name. I don't even know how to do that with like bullshit fantasy spelling. Straw. Shh, man. I don't know how to mess up shortcake. Strawberry. Yeah, toss a Y at the end of that. Strawberry. That has an appropriate amount of apostrophes. I like it. Shortcake. God damn it. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Oh, can I only be... Does this Brawler class limit... Oh, you know what? My deity's limiting me to these alignments. That's why. Let's, boot Caden out. And... Oh. Lamashtu. Yeah. Yeah. Patroness of many misshapen and malformed creatures that crawl, slither, or flap on, above, or below the surface of Galarian. Oh, man. Urgathoa? Alid Princess. Seas and Undeath. Rovagug? The World Breaker. Destroy creation of the gods? Ah. I don't mind this. Favorite weapon, the great axe. Us as a dex-based character will never wield a great axe, but that's okay. Guess we can do Rovagug. Who's the god of unarmed fighting? I don't know if any of them have unarmed as their favorite weapon. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Can't be chaotic evil, could be lawful evil. The perfect human. Self-perfection, healing, inner strength. One of the core gods. Braxis isn't here. I'm leaning Rovagug if we have to pick a god. Yeah? Strawberry left society to become the perfect human? That's a compelling argument. Taraxis. I would if I could. Oh, did I misclick? Oh, no. Okay. No. Norgorber is not here. Guggles? No, it's actually a kind of a limited... oh, actually Norgorber is here. Oops. Thievery and assassination. We are going to become a thief. So... short sword? We can actually wield those. I'm being won over. I kind of like this one. Yeah. Yeah. Unless chat still wants to fight me, we can still fight. Okay, let's go. Let's roll. Great, good. New god, new alignment. Chaotic evil? Chaotic evil. So the cool thing about this game is that although you pick your starting alignment, through your actions in game, your alignment can shift, and it'll actually like show you a trail of how your alignment's shifting. So if you start doing good stuff, you'll get little blips that move up, and neutral evil is more fun. We can go neutral evil and see kind of where we end up. I'm getting big chaotic vibes here, but I'm willing to see how things progress. I kind of wonder what happens though, since the deity system isn't in the base game, what happens if your alignment shifts away from your deity. I kind of want to know what happens. But we can go neutral evil and just kind of see where we end up. Strawberry shortcake. Well, I can say this for true. I would not have made this character on my own. So, I guess this is what we're rolling with. We will see what happens. We will see what happens.
Let's move already.
Final rundown of the character. Pretty good defense. For combat maneuvers, our AC should be pretty good because of all the dex. Great reflex, good fortitude. As good of a will save as we're going to hope for right now. And again, if you're playing the base game, you're not going to have all of this here. Some of this stuff is added into this via mods. But I think we're good to kick this going. It only took 45 minutes, which is, I think, what I estimated it would take. So thank you guys for helping, and we can get to this game proper and see what happens. Hopefully great stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to kill a lot of people since we're doing evil. But who knows? There's a game after this. Yeah, surprisingly.
Promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward. Heroes of all stripes gathered here.
So for the most part, I'm gonna let voice acted lines go, just because the voice acting in this is pretty okay, and I figure it's an easy way for people to follow along. There is a DLC in this game that does let you make a full party.
This is taking
So
forever. I didn't even say what this was for, just that the Outdoori were looking for heroes. Who are the Outdoori anyway, rich folk?
Amiri's great. I love Amiri. I love a lot of the characters in this game.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Eldori sword lords run the
Get
premier
him.
school.
He's just hanging out.
In this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
Another really cool thing about this game, Owlcat Games made this. You can just hover over these green words and they'll give you lore on it. It's so great. Like, I knew nothing about Galarian before playing this game, really, and it really helps you read up on it. Love it.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Mastodon's great. You have to use a third-party program to name your animal companion, which I will probably do off-stream. So if you would like to suggest names for the Mastodon, by all means, I will write it down.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
They are. Wow, okay. Cool. Let's cutscene this up. Nice saunter over to the front of court.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Eldori.
Sword
And
Lord?
this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov.
Lord
Welcome
Mayor?
to my mansion.
I want to be a Lord Mayor. Seems excessive.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable.
A Sword Lord Mayor.
For this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless. Exactly what Restov.
Yes, true heroes, and also a Mastodon for some reason. Who brought in the Mastodon?
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage
I was most interested in the legal
to seize
technicalities.
Stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would
I
be
wish
first
that I
to
could be the
recognize
Mastodon's animal
legitimacy of this
companion,
new state,
and that I could just play the
as well as the
Mastodon.
noble
That's what I
title of its
wish.
founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of
Yeah, we'll see how
bandits
effective the
sway in
Mastodon is in
Stolen
combat.
Lands. Their chief,
You never know, it might be
called
total
the
garbage.
Slag Lord, considers himself
Then
the
again, I think at level 1,
of
we
the
are
land,
total garbage,
and no
so
one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me
cannot
his
ride it.
head,
I think
and
they're
you'll be able to
adding
return to the
mounted
Stolen Lands as
combat
their
or
legal
mounts
ruler.
into the
Any
follow-up game.
questions?
Not the sequel to this, but the next Pathfinder game they're making, which is Wrath of the Righteous, which also adds mythic stuff. So if you like what you see, check out Wrath of the Righteous, because that's going to be a great time. Any questions? Let's see, neutral evil.
Don't ask stupid questions. Oh, I
Miss
should
Mythic
you
so
even
much.
care.
Yeah,
What
Seth.
they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Eldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around. Or
So
whatever.
the first order of action we're going to do is we're going to have our Mastodon stomp on Tartuccio over here.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that
Please
these
no, we'll
concerns
never
are
do something
unfounded.
like that.
Let's
Never,
just say
ever.
that we have a strong
We can pinky
interest
swear
in
on it.
region stability.
Yada yada
We have
politics,
more of a
yada yada.
ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
Dude, I hate Tartuccio. I hate him so much.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words?
Heavy metal Mastodon. I do need to get a barding. I don't think they have barding in this game though. Alright, we're not gonna go through all of these, but I will ask what rewards we can expect. Exactly.
What reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
Gold. Lots and lots of gold.
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
Really? You'll help that much? You won't want anything from us at all? Wow, okay, cool. I totally believe it.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet.
Oh, we get dinner too.
All of Restov's
Oh
high
boy.
society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Uh-huh.
Now you're talking.
Great. It's clear as day, I think.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can
It
take
seems
some
sus,
time
big
to
sus.
know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there.
Spoiler
And
alert,
thank you
there are
again
no
for
supplies
agreeing
in
to
the
take
bedroom.
part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Don't need luck, I have Dex.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true
Especially the Mastodon, the truest hero of all.
and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious.
Yep, we'll go and win.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard.
Uh-huh.
This is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
Yeah, this, I mean, it is a game of Pathfinder. There is a lot of dialogue. Str'bry Sh'rtkek, pleased to meet you. Oh, man, what do you want from me?
Nothing weird.
I don't believe
I
you.
just wanted to ask you something.
Alright, it's gonna be weird, though.
How do you feel about this Tartuccio
Hate him.
fellow? I
Hate
think
him.
He's pretty obnoxious, personally.
Yeah, he sucks.
anointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown.
Now
or
punt him like a
whatever it is
football.
Barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs.
Lindsay's actually looking at the Mastodon while she's saying all of this.
I'll write my book about.
Oh, man. I'm no hero, just a mercenary.
And what are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? Or maybe you want glory, too? Don't you want your
No,
face to
Str'bry
be
Sh'rtkek would be the
remembered
stripper
for
name
5
if we spelled it
centuries?
out
Just listen.
how Str'bry Sh'rtkek is actually spelled. Now it's a fantasy name.
You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based
Uh-huh.
on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time.
This is Lindsay trying to convince us to bring her along so that she can write our story. Yes, Lindsay.
And then I thought, I could be
You
that
could be the
bard.
bard.
I
You
could
could
leave
write
to
the
find a
words.
suitable hero and volunteer to
It would be a
follow along
great
on their
plan.
glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic
Oh.
journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady?
You know what? Yeah, no, it's all good. I'll do the stuff. You just write it down.
Deal.
Yeah, give me that bardic inspiration. Increase my die rolls.
All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight.
Peace. Oh, we have control now? Nice. Great. Oh man, there's things we gotta set up and stuff.
No one stands in my way.
Check out the inventory. Oh man. Don't need that quarterstaff. Nice of the game to start us with a shield. I think that is fine. We also have a punching dagger, which is also fine. I think our fists do more damage. Yeah, our fists do more damage, so we'll just punch things and use the shield to keep us safe. And sell the quarterstaff for $1 staff. Yeah, I should. Alternatively, yeah, we'll just stick with unarmed and shield. That's fine. That is fine. We have light armor. Okay. And yeah, that's all the same. What we do get to do, because of mods, is level up our animal companion, I guess. Cool. And no, unfortunately, I cannot level up the Mastodon in an actual class. I also can't give the Mastodon most equipment, but I can level it up as an animal. And yeah. You can give it a skill point. Stealth. What are your stats? They're not great. They are not great. Stealth? Okay. Right now, the Mastodon is the scout. Wonderful. We're now in Charcana for no reason. What a waste. They can do it. Trickery. Yeah, trickery is all the unlocking stuff. Lore and nature. I guess we'll go with stealth for the meme. Why not? It's kind of a waste of a skill point, but whatever.
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when
Great.
I'm around.
What's your AC? 20? Cool. How much hit points do you have? 14. I have 13. All right, well, whatever. Guess we're both frontliners. So in this game, it looks like your animal companions can wear wristbands or bracers, belts, amulets, helmets, or hats, and a cloak. Yeah, I don't think it has any feats or anything like that. Yet. Top hat mammoths. Alright, now we need to clean up our a quick bar down here. Because boy do we have a lot of things going on. I don't think I need Reject Rage. Reject Rage only exists because Scalds can give Barbarian Rage to their party, and Scalds are introduced thanks to Call of the Wilds, the mod. I don't really need fighting defensively because I have combat expertise, so I'm going to leave it on the bar just because. Pop it there. What are you? That's right. You can throw stuff in this version. So I guess we'll keep that there. Never know when you might want to chuck a short sword or a dagger at someone. Not a spellcaster, don't need that. Aid Another has also been added by probably proper flanking too, which is pretty nifty. So we can help people hit enemies, or we can increase allies' ACs by using an action, and of course, charge. Every frontliner character loves a good charge. I don't think we're missing anything. We'll pop a Cooped Grace right down here. Demoralize is good, I guess, especially early level. Don't need that. I think that's it. Pop you over here. And we have potions in our belt slot. Get thrown by the Mastodon. Yeah, I can't equip the Mastodon, weirdly enough. There might be a feat later on that lets you wield your animal companion like a pair of nunchucks. Speaking of, what do you got going on here? That's keep you fighting defensively. You're not going to throw anything. You're not going to dismiss anything. I guess you can use Aid Another. Definitely need charge. You have the old whammy down there. And I think that's good. Put you in the stealth mode. Don't want you to have artificial intelligence. Is there anyone important to talk to here? Not that we really want to talk to people too much. I don't think there's any other good dialogue to have. But if you look really closely, you'll see other important characters hanging around. Like this guy, he'll probably be important. And this person. Talk to Mastodon? I don't think I can.
Battles await.
Too stealthy. Mastodon's invisible. Can't do anything to Mastodon.
Won't be halted.
And gotta talk to this person. Great. Awesome. Love it. Learn to speak with animals. I don't get to name the Mastodon. You have to download something that lets you edit save files or something so that you can change its name.
Help!
But if anyone has any good ideas for the name of the Mastodon, I will take it down and do it out of stream. Help, help. Is this a
No
joke?
time for jokes. The mansion's under attack.
I haven't attacked the mansion yet. Who beat me to it?
Some villains broke in and
Mastodon.
started killing everyone. I
damn it.
barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers, or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Oh. Whipped cream. I hope I have turn-based still on.
Dispatch those fools!
Yeah, I do. So, you can play this game in real time or turn-based. I personally much more prefer it in turn-based because I love turn-based combat in games, and it's very close. Very close. Hey, Skeptic Frogs, give me a nice little raidy raid. Love you, dude. Let's go, frog raid. It's raining frogs. I love it. Thanks, man. But yeah, so I like turn-based a lot in this because it's very close to the tabletop, and I just like turn-based combat. Hopefully I can remember all these fancy little keys and kebabs. I'm doing it. Should I just go up and punch him? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Can I charge? Can I charge? Yeah. Yeah, get fucked. Oh man. Mr. Frog, I'm glad to be your first. Yeah, we'll take this. Seems like good stuff. Is that better than my current armor? Yes, it is. Oh, there we go. Cool. Now we're as sturdy as a Mastodon. The Mastodon, who is still stealthing, by the way. Let's do a little bit of a formation. Actually, this formation's probably pretty fine. Just kick them down a little bit. Sister Nun chain. Oh, man. I'm not going to follow you quickly. I'm going to go in here first. To get some fat loot. Treasure. Nice dagger. Bow that we can't use. I guess brawlers are only capable of wielding a very specific amount of weapons. Just simple. That's right. Oh well. We could throw the daggers, though. It's probably a complete waste, but whatever. Now this place is getting attacked, so of course I'm gonna rob it in the chaos. Oh no, not Tartuccio, no. Please don't. Whatever you do.
Cut them to pieces!
Mistake number one, we'll finish him later. No, just finish him now. Because, spoiler, there won't be a later. Speaking of there not being a later, I should save. I cannot save during combat. I should remember to save beforehand. Things can go south really, really quick. Can we charge up there? Oh, yes, we can. I love the rib kick. It's so good. Great. Yeah, I think that's it. Cool.
You're just in time.
That was a great shot. Good on her.
I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been?
Ah.
But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
Getting a headache.
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the
Uh-huh, yep.
You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need
Yeah,
to
well,
make a
okay,
quick
sure.
briefing of dummies. Take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to
Thank you for the super cool magic ring that you're giving me for no reason.
You'll need it.
I'll just put that on right now. Why not? Seems like a good idea. Wow, it's a +1 to my armor class. What a great magical item to get at the beginning of the game for no real reason. Wowie! Did I actually do anything? Yes, it did. Great. I hope he becomes our best friend. Alright, you chuckle fucks. Take all those daggers. And let's reconfigure how we're standing. So we'll put the sorcerer first. Put the bard back here. Mastodon there. There. I don't want to deal with him dying. So, yeah, probably fine enough. It's probably fine enough. And let's see what you guys have. Yeah, unfortunately, every time you get a new character, you gotta like run through their equipment, see what they got, run through their abilities, run through their spells to get them all set up for how you want to actually use them in combat. And you can use a melee weapon for just in case. I think that's it for you. Also gonna give you a melee weapon for just in case. And yeah, so he's a sorcerer. Oh, surprise, he's chaotic evil. She's a bard. Which means we get inspired courage from her, and we can start sorting out her inventory. Will actually be useful at some points. What's that? Daze is a pretty good cantrip at the beginning of the game. Give her demoralize. Grab fighting defensively for just in case. Acrobatics, just in case. So that's pop her spells over. I like being very neat and organized when I play these games. All gnomes are evil. Every single one. I've actually never met a good gnome, so as far as I know. And as a bard, she just has a limited number of spells. At least first level spells. Ear-piercing scream is damage, cure light wounds. Old Faithful. Daze there. Don't want any more of these. Could have sworn she got guidance. Maybe she doesn't. Take resistance though. Only good gnome's a lawn gnome. Damn right.
I always have a second plan.
That you do, bud. Oh, you have a lizard familiar. That's cute. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That down there. There, you got some spells. Probably never even use that. Could be that. Yada yada yada. It's probably fine. Here's your cantrips. Here's your actual spells. Just what? Burning Hands and Magic Missile. Great. Ray of Frost, Acid Splash. Throw down Jolt just to mix things up, even though these three I think do pretty much the same thing, just different types of damage. Also give you Daze and Resistance. You don't need Touch of Fatigue, don't need Light. Hopefully we don't come across any undead here. Spoiler, I don't think we will. And we should be good to go. Treasure. And another neat trick. Most people who have played games like this know this, but if you hold down tab, it'll highlight things you can interact with. And most of the items like these are just treasure. You just sell them for very small amounts of gold. And then there's like lore in the books and stuff like that. Well, so the Mastodon's actually, I think, just medium-sized right now. But yeah. And is this locked? Yes. All right. The old save button.
We do it my way.
Is a baby, little baby Mastodon.
Onwards.
Yep. Tons of enemies. So I have the game set up to auto pause when I see an enemy. just so I don't keep running blindly into combat and let them get a surprise round. I suppose I can see if the Mastodon can sneak up on him. What was the Mastodon's leading name? Was it Wypd Kreem? I think was the last one I saw. To go with our character's name of Str'bry Sh'rtkek. You're still stealthing, right? There's no way this is gonna work. Okay. And he missed. No, that was gonna be so cool. Why? Oh man, I'm so mad. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we gotta do this the hard way now. What's the range on this? Much better. So I think, because I have proper flanking installed, I think cover mechanics are actually in play. So if I tried to shoot these guys, because this character, because Str'bry Sh'rtkek standing in the way, I think he's going to have a harder time hitting. And his to hit, because as a sorcerer, isn't too great off the bat. Low dex, yeah. But I can take the shot, or I could move. Actually, this is the surprise round, so I can only move or take the shot. So we'll just take the shot.
Leave this one to me.
Okay, he did great. Good. Get wrecked. And just move you over there. 5-foot step. And for Lindsay, I'm very stingy about using buffs. I'm very stingy. Never take a pot shot too, I guess. Unless Daze. Daze is also fun. Her DC is pretty okay, not super great, but pretty okay. We'll just have her take a shot.
Serves you right.
Especially because it's a surprise round and they are flat-footed. Get wrecked. I love Pathfinder so much. It's so much fun. Well. Come on, dude. Big shame. You can just stand there. Nice. Very nice. And I guess we can shoot again. It's a full dex Mastodon, but its melee is strength based. Is it a full dex Mastodon? I don't think so. Pretty sure its dex and strength are the same. Literal tank, it'll be fine. This is true.
You deserved it.
Full dex. Yeah. It's a very average Mastodon right now. All right, 2 attacks. One of them has to hit. One of them has to hit. Okay. Would we roll on that? 8 and a 6. Nice. I love D&D. So great. Such a good time. Can I charge? I cannot. That is lame. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to walk up here, so if this guy tries to fire his bow, it'll provoke an attack of opportunity. Need to pump dex. Yeah. Alright. Was that a spin kick? Oh man, it's so great. Let's toggle that back on and have you try to use a ray of frost on him. Worked out well, very well. Loved it. Let's see if a daze will kick off. He failed, so basically by dazing an enemy, it's a cantrip. It's not going to work throughout the whole game, but at the beginning, if they fail a saving throw against daze, basically they're going to skip their turn, which is great. All right. This is the 4th shot. Perfect. Yay, we did it. Yes, I know all about dying. I do it inside every day. Great. Hit yield quick save key. That went really well. No one got hurt. Doesn't always go that well. The armor is not usually worth picking up because it weighs so much. Daggers are arguably not worth picking up. Bows are pretty good, and of course the health potions. Dead inside is the only way. 2 health potions equipped. Give her a health potion. And we're gonna take health potions away from Tartuccio. Because he deserves it. Alright, gang.
I lead, you follow.
Do follow. Yeah, don't mind us, we're just looting the place. Not worth it. We'll take a mace though. Map, yeah, so if you hit M, you're gonna see the map of the place, and I think you can not zoom in. No, it'll tell you bodies and areas and stuff like that. No, no mini map or anything, as far as I'm aware. Yep. Yeah, they couldn't even defend themselves. They deserve to die. What chumps.
We do it my way.
Cool, we're gonna raid the pantry real fast, grab some fish, maybe a snack or 2. You thought I was kidding. I was not. Butter. Yep, yep. And a cooking almanac, which I'm not gonna read. Take the food, they don't need it. They're already dead. Wow, the assassins attacking this place has been very lucrative for me so far.
It's the end for you rats!
Uh-huh. Well, let's get in on this. Gotta cook delicious things, it's very important. Alright, Lindsay, why don't you just mosey on back here. And you can stay there. Tartuccio, hop there. Can you take a shot? Can you reach them? With your crossbow? Yes, you can.
Out of my way!
Nice. Guess what class Amiri is? Go ahead. Move the Mastodon. Right there. Ah, close to a mage. And then, oops, didn't mean to do that. Move you right there, see if we can set up a flank. Oh, they cast big sword. Big time sword. Time to pot shot until this guy dies. Shoot him. Good job. Very proud of you, Tartuccio. Very proud.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
Okie dokes. Just let you do your thing. Have fun. Don't stay out too late.
Barbarians.
Shut up,
I think
Tartuccio.
that's exactly how heroes should be.
Bloodthirsty and angry.
What? Stupid, sweaty, and
Oh,
always looking
it's
for
close.
something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such evil.
Time for looting. Yep. Take all of that. Thank you, guys. You thought we smoked those assassins. Wait till you see what happens next. This is your last chance. Surrender and die. Oh. Never mind. Get wrecked. I really wish you could turn your animal companions, give your animal companions actual class levels in this. I'd rogue this Mastodon up so quickly. Also, I love how we opened the door, watched all that, and didn't even for a moment think about like jumping in for the flank. Pretty great. Big time heroes we are.
I won't be halted.
Nothing can stop me now. Except the frost giant, maybe. Potion of enlarged person. And a longsword. And a light shield. We'll take all of that. Equip a longsword? I cannot. Stuck punching things. Equip this though. Is this better? It is better. Same to hit, slightly more damage. For now. Great, I'm into it. Oh, the passage is blocked. Good. Good thing I checked that out, otherwise I wouldn't have known. I was just thinking about feeding the enlarged person potion to the Mastodon. However, the Mastodon doesn't have item slots. Although... Wait. Okay, hold on. Did I just save? Let's see. I don't think this is gonna work. It did not work. Worth a try, though. Can't say I didn't try. And if you did, I'll call you a liar. Everyone is upset. Big upset. Yeah, so this game has like skill checks, in this case ability checks. As long as one person in your party can do it, you're fine. And because of this game's like small skill pool, if you carry around a dedicated bard or rogue in your party, you should be covered for your skill checks pretty much. Just kind of across the board. What do you do if you're these two assassins and someone jumps over a bunch of rubble like this to you, accompanied by a Mastodon? Is the answer charge up to them and try to stab them first? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. If you move right there and give them a ray of frost. Or miss completely, that's cool too. I didn't really want you to hit that. Lindsay! Can you move forward a little bit and daze this guy? Yeah, awesome. Great, now I don't need to worry about him for a turn. And we're gonna bash this dude's face in.
Out of my way!
Told you. Roll up and challenge me to a card battle. Yeah. Boy, Mastodon. Can we get you right here? I'd like you to go right here. Nice. Good. Doing big time damage. I'm so used to doing small amounts of damage, but I guess we're doing pretty good so far. Can't do anything. This guy's basically dead.
Just die already.
How much damage was that? Oh, just 8. Looked like a lot more. He exploded after all. Alright, let's have the Mastodon pick the body clean. Or bow potion. And... nice. Swimming in healing potions. Actually, hold on to a couple more of these. Yep, that should be fine. Brilliant idea, Tartuccio. I guess we can just continue robbing this place.
Applause, please.
What do we have over here? A composite longbow and a masterwork light mace. So for those of you unaware, Masterwork Weapons. So a lot of these weapons are just regular weapons. The Masterwork version of them, they just give you a +1 to hit. So although I'm wielding a heavy mace right now, which does a D8 instead of a light mace, which does a D6, I'm currently swinging at a +2 to hit. If I swap over this light mace, I'm doing potentially 2 less damage, but now I have a +3 to hit. And I think light maces are also finessable. See, they have finesse wielding. That means if you have weapon finesse, you can use your dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier to hit. But we're not quite there yet. I'm going to keep the beefy mace in hand for now. I've been able to hit pretty well so far. When do we get Fisty? Fisty should... We should be able to start getting Fisty at level 2. We should start getting really good at being Fisty at level 4. Do I want to carry around 35 pounds of banded mail? I don't think so. 45 pounds of a tower shield? I don't think so. So you have a party inventory here with a party encumbrance meter down here. And the more stuff you're carrying, the quicker your characters will suffer from fatigue, and the slower they will move in overland travel, which is more important once you actually get to the travel-y section of the game. But since I'm a low strength character and I'm traveling with a halfling and a gnome, we can't really carry too much right now. Though I think I can wear medium armor. I don't think I want to, though. I'm gonna leave that too. A key. I wonder what it could go for. And look at this little chest right here. What could be inside?
What have we here? This chest is full of gold.
Gold, you say?
For the guards' salaries? All things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
Well, I guess the guards' salaries can't really go to them if they're dead, huh?
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Lindsay, we can be both.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it.
Goodbye, Ennis. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. What's in the box? It's a pile of gold. Let's see. How much?
A lot. Take a look.
Are you out of your minds? We're in the middle of a battle. Blood flowing in rivers as
Flowing in rivers.
Chases us. And you want us to rob our host? A noble feat, to be sure.
Should have been a better host. Taking the money. It's 210 gold. I don't care. Just talked about encumbrance game. Get with the times.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend
You have an
wandering
accent, so you
down
must
the
be evil.
hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
Oh, you killed them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scrap?
I'll answer but briefly and just once.
Just once,
Further
no more.
scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead.
Nani?
These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
Lucky you.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like
Yeah,
zombies
she's a
or
zombo.
skeletons?
As I said, further explanations will wait
Yep,
until
okay,
later.
great. New party member. Awesome. So the fun thing about this character, if the tutorial will let me say my piece, fun thing about this character is that this character is an Inquisitor. I love Inquisitors. If I wasn't a Brawler, I'd probably be an Inquisitor in this. And Inquisitors are basically, I like to think of them as kind of a cleric rogue. They get a lot of skills, but they also get a lot of like divine tools and magic. They're a very fun and interesting class in my opinion. And this one just so happens to be a scythe-wielding undead. And undead has no con score. Matt, there was a mod for the game that I don't think works with the current version anymore that does give you the Inquisitor archetype where you can wield a holy book as a weapon. and it is great. Absolutely great. Now let's go through her quick bar and see what she has going on. Don't need that, not gonna throw anything. You might want that at some point. Need another. You want charge. Do you have charisma? A little bit of charisma. You have demoralize. Our party member is a zombie. Close. I mean, basically. Yeah, she's basically a zombie. Which also means that vampire. Well, all questions have to wait for later, Matt. All questions have to wait until we're not being chased by assassins. She made it pretty clear. Can we romance her? Yeah, I wish. I don't think she is one of the romance options, unfortunately. But the unfortunate thing about her being undead is that, oh my gosh, so many judgments, is that instead of normal healing, like Cure Light Wounds, she can only be healed by the opposite, Inflict Wounds spells, which luckily she comes equipped with, but most of the party's common means of healing will not work on her and will actually hurt her, which is why it's tough to fit her in a party sometimes. I think she only has, oh, she has cantrips too. Yeah. So, don't want days, 'cause I don't think, oh, she has decent wisdom, her casting stat's fine. We can give her Acid Splash. As a cantrip, it does low damage, but it targets touch AC, which is easier to hit than regular AC. She doesn't need Disrupt Undead yet. Virtues, whatever. Guidance is lovely. Guidance, basically you cast it and you give someone a +1 on the next d20 roll they make. Always cast Guidance. In this game, in the tabletop version, if you have access to Guidance, always cast it non-stop. Never stop casting Guidance. Give everyone Guidance all the time. Pop you there, and get another quick bar going over here. So judgments are an Inquisitor specific thing that give you a ridiculous amount of options for self-buffing yourself in combat. I believe most judgments last all combat, and they give you things like extra damage, extra to hit, extra AC, a little bit of regeneration. They are great, but there's a limited number of uses you have for them. This one, yeah, that one's already up there. There. I don't know why you would remove cantrips. They're like, they're useful, but they're not like anything super fantastic. Just minor little bumps, especially with guidance, just a +1. Is there anything over here? No, that's a dead end. Oh, and then we gotta see where she fits in. Why'd she kick my Mastodon back here? No. You go there. And then you can go there, I guess. Turn off your AI. So these guys don't just charge into combat.
You have my attention. Let's move on.
Okay. Oh, well, Seth, just don't let them have guidance after a post roll. Especially if they're 12th level, they should know enough to say it beforehand. And if they don't, oh well, they lose out on a +1.
Speak.
All right. They sure should. So perception's all passive in this game. The game rolls it for you automatically. And if you note down here, the game has said that our Mastodon, Wypd Kreem, has spotted a trap and has alerted the party to the trap somehow. So I need to figure out who's better at disabling traps, Chathel or Lindsay. And that is the trickery skill. Whatever the hell that is. She has a +3. Lindsay's the beast with a +7. So these traps at the beginning area, super easy to disarm. However, good habit to just throw down a little bit of guidance first.
What troubles you?
And then go to disarm.
All this waiting bores me.
Anything else?
Meanwhile, I can loot this room, grab a little bit of gold. They don't need it anyways.
Head on!
And we can move forward a little bit.
Over there.
Rinse and repeat. Welcome to Pathfinder.
Anything is possible.
The best part is when you fail the skill check and have to sit here retrying it over and over and over again. Love when that happens.
Pay attention. I'm losing my temper.
This aggressive voice is great.
You have my attention.
Adventures call to them. Applause,
Battles
please.
await.
Alright, things to loot in here. Just a giant chest. Right for the taking. You don't think the carpet's normal. How heavy is this? 40 pounds. I don't want any of that. I don't know, the carpet's normal except for these obvious trap spots. Actually, I think the other trap was up here. Guess it's not that obvious. Carpet's fine.
We do it my
I actually have this carpet in my house, weirdly enough. Traps and all. Some people in the chat even know. They've triggered some of the traps before. In fact, I think Matt's almost died from them a number of times. Divine spells, scrolls that Jaethal should be able to equip and use. Bless is always great. Bless is wonderful. It's a +1 on most things. And Shield of Faith is also a good way to boost up AC. Yeah, don't sleep near that carpet. You made that mistake once, and we never found that chunk of your finger, Matt. I think it's still somewhere under my TV stand. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jamondi's cash has to be here somewhere. We both sound the same for some reason. I'm not doing voices for everything. I don't know why I did it for those two in particular. Oh, man. Okay. Can you move here? And give him a little shooty shoot. Nice. 1 point of damage. Good. What's your combat look like? Oh shit, you're great. It's a lot of damage and a great 2-hit. And a good AC. Why are you so good? Why don't I remember you being this good? And your saves are awesome. Alright. Oh, your movement speed. She wears medium armor, so she can only move 20 feet with a move action instead of most other characters wearing light or no armor can move up to 30 feet. So she tends to be slower than other units. However, I think we can charge. Yeah, boy. Well, rolling a 3 is not going to help anyone. Star of the show. Kick her out of the party. Be gone with you. I'm not wearing medium armor, am I? No. I don't know why I thought that I wasn't moving too far, but I guess I... Oh, that is only 20 feet. I ain't cumbered. Why am I only moving 20 feet? Damn! Oh no! That's why. Carrying too much. It's the low strength, I forgot. Can't, equip heavier armor and also heavy weapons. Oh well. We'll, swap that out after this. For now, we'll just try to get up here. Yeah, Masterwork Scythe. I think the game creators really like this character. You here. And...
This is where I step in.
Yeah, so this version definitely has soft cover bonuses. And shooting into combat's always difficult, as you can see. It's really nice. I really like how you can hover over these things and it tells you exactly how it got to the number that it calculated. See if we... it doesn't matter, you're firing into combat anyways.
Out of my way!
Nice. Love it. So in turn-based mode, if you hold shift, you can do a 5-foot step, which doesn't provoke, unlike regular regular movement in Pathfinder. So I'm going to try to set up a flank by positioning characters on either side of the enemy. Tartuccio is bonkers. He's just getting lucky. He's really sucked in my past playthroughs.
Unworthy.
Nice. Let's see, did that count as a flank? No, I think I needed to be further behind it. Behind the enemy. Oh well. Group everyone up. And do a quick save. And I'm gonna grab a quick swig of water and I'll be back in just a couple. So, hold on. Are we finally getting together that group for Champions of Norath? A little bit of Gauntlet? Wink wink, nudge nudge. I think we've talked about this before, Frog. I've never actually played... I don't think I've ever played Dark Legacy. I know I played one of the Gauntlet games way back. Not like the original ones, but one of the newer ones. We're gonna have to definitely set up some old school co-op gameplay someday. I think there's a lot of fans of some of those older games that required a multi-tap to play into to play with 4 characters or 4 players at a time. Right, the puzzle room. Oh, let's loot the chest first. And if memory serves, we're gonna need to send some people
No one stands in my way. Onwards.
down here. I never owned a multi-tap because I never really played multiplayer games. Some of the weird contraptions that I did own, however, was the Game Boy Advance player for the GameCube, and some of those cables that let you hook your actual Game Boy Advance into the controller port on the GameCube, mostly for Crystal Chronicles. Oh, good. Now the entire internet gets to see me fail at a puzzle. Love it. So I think we need to get all the swords up on this. And I know there's a rhyme and reason to this puzzle. However, I usually just keep clicking things until they work. And that's probably not the best way to do it, to brute force it, but whatever. Let's see.
Share your Battles await.
What's up? I only brute force puzzles. Like, I'm reading the super interesting chat about multi-taps and GameCube games and stuff and trying to juggle this. This one? No.
No one stands in my way.
Wait. No. Wait. 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 No. Okay.
Request. Let's move already.
The undead
Oh, I'm probably
is such a
running in
fitting
circles.
term. I
I'm
prefer
losing my
immortal,
temper.
eternal.
Oh no, this is super embarrassing. I should be paying attention. Why aren't I? You know, I've done this intro so many times. I've started this game like 5 times, and I don't know why I just brute force this puzzle by clicking around until it works. There's Gauntlet on Steam? Really? It's you.
State your desire.
All this waiting bores me.
Share your will.
Or, you know, is it like a new version of Gauntlet on Steam, or is it like a re-release of a really old one?
No one stands in my way.
You have my attention.
Yeah.
Battles await.
Came out in 2014. Feels like 30 years ago.
Ask.
Let's move already.
A remake or an HD port?
Speak.
Like a full-on remake? Something super cool?
I'm losing my temper.
Request.
Oh, I thought that was it, but this one up here didn't do it.
Share your will.
Invade the darkness.
No one stands in my way.
Okay. Ah, there we go. If you're still paying attention, thank you. It was very important to me to not have to pay attention too much to do that, I guess. And our prize is loads of treasure. Treasure as far as the eyes can see. And a potion of remove blindness. That'll be useful.
Dispatch those fools.
The hell am I fighting? Wait, what am I fighting? Is this really a mimic? Oh no, it's an ooze. I've never seen this before. What? Okay. Sure. All right. I guess. Big surprise. Mimics are oozes. Yeah, this just says ooze. It doesn't say mimic. I feel like it'd be bad news bears if it was an actual mimic. Alright, everyone run over and hopefully the main character doesn't get killed. Str'bry Sh'rtkek, no! No. No. God. Can I even damage this with a mace?
Run them through.
Okay. Should I just retreat? You can just do that. Do I have acrobatics? Yes, I do. Just retreat here. Yeah, that's fine. Great. Good. Run away like a huge coward. I love it. Punch the ooze. I forget what damage types oozes are resistant to. And I don't have the knowledges in this game to for it to tell me, I don't think. I'm gonna pop you there. And just let you chill out. Slap the jello. It's very sticky. Alright, alright. All the heroes are in position. I'm about to kill an ooze. Alright, I guess we can try whacking it then.
Let's hear you cry.
Okay, bludgeoning seems to be fine. Doesn't seem to be any damage reduction on that. So, stay there. Don't think that's going to be flanking. Nope, no flanking. I have to be behind it. Actually, I don't even know if you can flank a ooze. Slap through with jello. Yeah, why don't you move there and acid splash? Nice. Jolts. Jolt it. Yeah, good. This bad boy can fit so much lime flavored acid in it. Speaking of lime flavored acid, you'll never believe what I did today.
Serves you right.
Sure, why not? Tons of acid. So much acid has been done. Alright, that ooze wasn't that scary. Actually.
All
Right.
this waiting bores me.
All that for trinkets. Nice. Very nice. And before I forget, so that we're not super slow anymore, put back on my studded leather. Nope, still slightly encumbered. Guess I can use that light mace then. There we go. Now we're not encumbered anymore, just barely. They should have ooze salesmen floating around the world. Used ooze salesman. Ugh. It's not a fun thing to say out loud. I did not like saying that. Is there more combat here? I smell a combat. Okay, here's what we're gonna do for this one. We're gonna activate stealth mode. Yep. And we're gonna mosey on down here, right? And we're gonna set up Mastodon tactics. They will they'll suspect nothing. I can't believe the Mastodon can get so close. That's so ridiculous. I should have moved my party a little bit closer, but that's okay. That's a move action to change a weapon. It's like moving and throwing the dagger would be cool, but just this character has persuasion, right? Can I yell at them? There's a little bit of persuasion. Okay, cool. We're gonna move here, and we're gonna yell at this guy. And it failed because I only have a +2. Womp womp. Stop it. No. Good. All right, bud. Swing down here, take a shot.
Leave this one to me.
Good. Perfect. Same thing with you. Actually, Lindsay, why don't you just take the whole turn to mosey on down here, huh? Setting up bard tactics. It's gonna be great. And you... Why don't you get there? Great. Great. Everything's exactly where I want it. Oh, and you're here too. I don't need the help, but alright. I hope this counts as flanking. Did it? Maybe it just doesn't tell me if I have flanking. I could have sworn that would have been flanking. Person in front, person behind, but whatever.
Out of my way!
Yeah, okay, there we go. Finally, some flanking. Good. I think proper flanking too has made it a lot more difficult to actually set up flanking in this game. In the base game, it's like, do you have two allies targeting the same creature? Cool, it doesn't matter where they're positioned, they are flanking. Stop shooting my Mastodon. They've done nothing to you.
Just die already!
Actually, can you daze? Let's daze. I love starting the game with a very strong spellcaster who has very high spell DCs due to stats and feats and stuff, and then just dazing for days and just locking down someone in combat so they can't do anything. It's a lot of fun. That's actually one of my meme builds for this game, was a sorcerer that focused on enchantment spells. High charisma, spell focus enchantment, greater spell focus enchantment, and
It's good you're here.
big old spell DCs. Very hard to resist.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
Lindsay, many more people are gonna keep dying for nothing. It's just something you're gonna have to get used to. You sound like a Kelishite, am I right? I don't even know what that is, but we passed the check, so let's do it.
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if
Spell focus. So spell focus, it is spell focus, right? That focuses on a school of magic. So if you're a wizard and you like throwing fireballs, you could take spell focus evocation. And every evocation spell you get, or you cast, has a +1 to the save DC of that spell, making it harder for enemies to resist the spell, basically. There are assassins on the prowl. We have to go.
I don't know
Gotta go kill them all.
but I'll be at the
How do you solve murder? With more murder.
I saw some guards there. Join me there if you wish.
Can do. But first, my Mastodon has to loot bodies. And a dagger, and a bow. Yeah, Elemental Focus is in this. I think Elemental Focus is in the base game, too. I think. Because I definitely vaguely recall building a character who had Spell Focus Evocation and then Elemental Focus Fire.
I lead, you follow.
Just gonna ignore that guy for a second. And see if there's any loot in here. Loot? Any loot?
Look here.
Ooh, secret loot. What's a Chaki? Someone inform me. I need help.
Be halted.
Very locked, this one. Very locked. Very important to have a prompt here to see how locked this is. Masterwork longsword and a good ring. I can't use a longsword. She's better off with her scythe. Guess we'll just hold on to that now. Oh, Chaki Seth's monk. I've heard about this. Hey, buddy.
I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer.
Yeah.
Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
This is basically me waking up every single day. Quit the axe, stand up and fight, or I'll curb stomp you.
How rude, speaking to a dying man that way. Look, I can't even move. What? It can't be.
Can't be.
But I'm gravely wounded.
Yeah. Stand up.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure.
Yeah, you could die at any minute, dude.
In this transient world, Aaron,
Great. So we just got a cleric. Clerics are great. Everyone loves clerics. In fact, everyone loves clerics so much that if your party doesn't have a cleric, someone's gonna make you play a cleric. Ask anyone. Your party must have a cleric. Every group needs a heal bot. Heal bots are very important. You cannot survive without someone to cast healing spells on you all the time. So Hiram here is a little dwarfy boy. Which I usually build him to be a tank and throw heavy armor on him and stuff like that. But for now, we're going to use him to cast divine spells. And I don't think I have anything in my inventory that's going to really help him out too much here. Fail. Ace. These do the same thing. Don't they? Yeah, pretty much. Then... Do you have... What do you have? What are we looking at here? I'm just wondering why his, because I think this does more damage, but it doesn't actually change anything over here. Whatever. It doesn't matter too much. So, they can, clean up his quick bar, as you have to do with every new character that joins your party. Keep that. Keep 8 another. Throw this down there. Give you a nice charge. And a fighting defensively. Don't need acrobatics, because you're never going to be able to use it. However, you can use the heal skill. Wow. Hey. Dungeon dive bar rating with 10. That's awesome. Welcome everyone. The party's just slowing down a little bit as I clean up a hot bar here, but we are playing Pathfinder Kingmaker tonight. So, and I'm talking a lot about Pathfinder. So if you're interested in Pathfinder, hang out. I will be talking for a little while longer and going through this game. We just had a cleric join the party, so I'm just getting him set up for more fancy combats ahead. And let's see, he has a destructive smite, which I want to turn off so I don't waste it, because I can't stand wasting resources. It's a personal problem. Channel positive energies, great to have. Like I said, every group needs a heal bot, obviously. You can't see it because I don't have a cam going. I did roll my eyes a little bit. I don't know why, because you can't see it, but, you know, it just be how it do, I guess. Let's get a spell set up over here. Resistance is good. Don't really need light in this game. Don't really need virtue. We'll take guidance. And right now he knows bless, which is always great, and true strike, which is less useful. True strike's really useful for converting to healing spells. Oh man. Let's see, touch of chaos, keep there, we'll do that there, yada yada yada. And I think he should be good to go. Clean up our positioning a little bit. You can go there, stop kicking my Mastodon to the back of the party, and I think this should be fine. Actually, they're kind of slow. Maybe I want them ahead a little bit. I think my frontliners all have pretty much the same AC, except for him, my little dwarfy boy. Not too great in the AC front, kicking with a 17 because of his terrible dexterity. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. That's awesome. I just actually, I'm on the tail end of a Fire Emblem kick. I was playing Three Houses for a very long time. I love Three Houses, and then I moved on to Awakening. And I got about, I think, half to 3/4 of the way through Awakening before I was like, before I got the Pathfinder bug, basically, and really wanted to play some Pathfinder. So that's where I'm currently at, and I hope to swing back into Fire Emblem sometime in the very near future. I should just turn tutorials off. Oh well. No one's perfect, least of all me. Yes, I can converse as well. It's like me in everyday life whenever someone talks around me and says something that I can actually relate to. Halfway through Black Eagle. Very nice. I think Matt might have started with Black Eagle, or maybe he started with Blue Lion and then went to Black Eagle. Black Eagle's the only one I haven't played through fully yet. And I did start a Black Eagle run. I started with Maddening, and I had a good time. I just kind of got burnt out on Three Houses a little bit before I was able to finish, so that's on my to-do list. Oh, let's talk to these fine gents. There seems to be something going on over here. Edelgard is our queen. Yeah. Yeah. I have a strong feeling Black Eagle might be one of the better runs.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests.
I'm like playing this Pathfinder game, and now all I can think about is talking about Three Houses. It's like, it's super impressive because it's basically 3 games in one. So you pay $60, you get 3 different games. Well, not different games, but you get built-in 3 run-throughs of the same game. And if you love Fire Emblem, you're gonna love Three Houses, I think. I hope. Who are you? What's going on here? You need help putting out the fire. For those of you just joining, our character is Str'bry Sh'rtkek. We are playing the class as a Brawler, for those of you familiar with Pathfinder. Basically an unarmed fighter. Usually, it doesn't have to be unarmed. We have a Mastodon companion because of the archetype we're playing. This is a modded version of Pathfinder Kingmaker, hence why I'm doing some weird things that you wouldn't see with the base game. And we're neutral evil? We're neutral evil. Oh, who the hell are you?
Fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi.
Sword Lord.
Right now I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see,
I always go hard on Three Houses. There's plenty to learn, my friend. Lil Goat. Lil Goat Clutch. Plenty to learn. I'm gonna try to be informative, but if you have any questions, let me know. Or let the chat know. We have some big Pathfinder fans here.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi.
Oh, Yankee. Okay, great. I like saying Little Goat, though. I might just keep saying Little Goat. It's my rapper name, Little Goat. I'm not going to ask if you need help putting out the fire, because I don't really care. Where's the hall? Oh, it's just through the fire. Okay. A welcome, Yankee from Wypd Games. Thank you for popping in. Officially. Still gonna call you Little Goat, though. I'll go immediately. Through the fire and flames.
Fire doesn't frighten me. Thanks to hell's blood running in my veins.
Sick brag.
I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side.
And she was never seen or heard from again.
May Abadar keep you safe.
Alright. Well, I guess we don't unfortunately have a choice, so I'm actually gonna do a hard save. Why don't we do one of those? Don't look at my other save games down here. They don't exist. Vaunted voice of Maxwell Diaddy. I'm glad that's what I'm known for. You know, forget that Riley character or being the narrator to Horizon. I'm all about the Maxwell Diaddy voice acting. So, cool thing about this game is you have your standard skill checks that happen in the field. You just click on them, and one of the character with the highest skill will make the roll, and if they succeed, cool, your whole party moves forward. You do have kind of these scripted events, which will give you a little bit of a blurb, and you can pick how you want to go through it. A little bit of narrative, and they'll do some skill checks to see if it goes over well or if something messes up, and you can get rewards from this, items, story-based rewards, whatever, or if you fail it, sometimes your characters will get injured or fatigued or stuff like that. So this one is us going through a burning room, and we can either, moving into it, drench ourselves with buckets of water, try to find a less dangerous passage, or just, keep our heads low and keep running. I think that Str'bry Sh'rtkek running into a flaming room would probably just rush it. Unless anyone in chats has any other bright ideas. I'm feeling that this, from a roleplay perspective, is what we want. That's what I'm thinking. And that might be what I'm clicking. Big YOLO. Eagle Author, thank you for becoming Accursed. Welcome to the party. It's gonna keep rolling. That's about the best I can say for it. Big YOLO. Yeah, okay, doing good so far. It's a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound blocking the way out. Way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. This is a lot of reading. Oh, who else is joining? Lightning Eyed? Thank you for joining the Accursed team, I suppose. Happy to have you sitting at our table. This is a lot. Dungeon Dive Bar, thank you for joining as well. If I remember somewhere in chats, you mentioned you're part of a podcast too. I'd scroll up, but if you want to get me, throw that information down one more time, I'd be happy to read it out loud officially too. Right after I'm done reading this wall of text. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke. But Str'bry Sh'rtkek led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted with a bit at the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I've been stunned by her beauty. Very beautiful. But now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger. Lindsay needs to calm down. An armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. There are 2 more, she shouted as she passed us by. They are wounded. Help me pull them out. Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Str'bry Sh'rtkek rushed to save the guards from fire, shouted to Valerie that she should leave them and join us to help Jamandi Aldori. So, neutral evil, right? Neutral evil. Oh, good. Just in time, Dungeon Dive Bar. We're an actual play podcast delving into the Emerald Spire. At Eagle Author and at Lightning Eyed are part of our cast. That's awesome. I don't know a lot about Emerald Spire. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. Feel free to enlighten me a little bit. I would love to know a little bit more if you feel like typing out a quick synopsis of it. Big old dungeon. Yeah. Yeah, we'll yell at Valerie to, just follow us. People dying in a burning room, that's their fault. That's their problem. Even though we're better at athletics. But Tartuccio's gonna do the yelling. So if you hover over the skill check, they'll tell you who your best character for the job is and what they're rolling at. So, yeah, we can kick Tartuccio and have him yell at Valerie. And he messed it up. Great. Valerie hesitated. For this valiant warrior, two things come above all else: loyalty to her pledge and duty to her comrades in arms. Now she had to choose one over the other. Burning house is no place for arguments. While Str'bry Sh'rtkek tried to convince the beautiful guard to join our team, we all inhaled a lot of smoke, like a whole bunch of noobs, and received several rather painful burns. But in the end, Valerie agreed, and our small team bravely made our way to the dome of the banquet hall, where the battle was already in full swing. Yeah, Tartuccio sucks. He messed it up big time. And from the looks of it, we all took a little bit of damage. One point of damage. Great. Oh, and oh no. Oh, we're fatigued. Being fatigued sucks. So the fatigue condition is a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity, and we can't charge. Charging's a great action to be able to take if you're a melee character, which a lot of this party is, technically. That's kind of annoying. And that's all because Tartuccio failed that skill check back there to yell at Valerie. Womp womp. Emerald Spire is a mega dungeon. I don't know if I can rest, but because this is the beginning and this place is being assaulted by assassins, for RP purposes, I'm not gonna rest even if I could. So I'm a true gamer, big huge gamer. I am. I mean, yeah. But Valerie's now in our party, and Valerie is a tower shield specialist fighter. So who cares? You're evil. Yeah, I might be evil, but I feel like making camp inside a mansion that's being actively attacked by assassins and camping out for 8 hours is a bit of a stretch of the imagination. And I hate stretching my imagination. It's my weakest muscle. Question mark. So Valerie's a great frontline character in this game. She has a hard time hitting because I think the tower shields hurts her ability to actually land blows. But she has a great constitution, so she has a ton of hit points, and she wears heavy armor, and this tower shield just makes her AC almost unbelievable. She's a great tank for the beginning of this game, and if you keep her as a tank, you can really build her up to some ridiculous ACs. She does have a bastard sword, so I think she's pretty much good to go. We'll just drop in a couple of healing potions. And that should be fine. Should be fine. Making camp in a sketchy place works because that's the last thing they expect. Yeah, no one expects us to camp out for 8 hours in a place that's being actively attacked by assassins. They won't know what hit them. Check our formation real quick. And they keep kicking my Mastodon to the back, and I do not want that. On my Mastodon here. Ish. Let's do that. That's fine. That's probably fine. I'm moving these two up a little bit because they're slower, Harem and Jaethal. Why do they keep putting the main character in the back? I'm so mad. And of course we need to clean up her quick bar down here. She's not going to throw anything. She doesn't cast spells. She can use Aid Another. Although she can't charge now, she can in the future when she's not fatigued. A little bit of the ye old coup de grace. I think her charisma's okay.
Don't hesitate.
Yeah, she can yell at people. That's fine. It's all okay. I think we're good.
Let's move.
I'm gonna have Str'bry Sh'rtkek over here yeet a healing potion to her face. And with that all said and done, we can move forward. Allegedly. To, I think, the final battle of the tutorial segment. I hate that I'm going into this fatigued. So annoyed. the other nice, convenient thing this game does is if you try to leave an area with uncollected loot, it'll be like, hey, do you want to pick up this stuff on your way out? And the answer is, right now, no, I do not. No, I do not. So this situation is that all these characters showed up here to the Sword Lord's mansion to try to sign up to venture into this area called the Stolen Land and try to reclaim it, basically. So right now we're going here to help out the Sword Lord, you know, not die, so that we can actually keep doing that. The big goal is to basically obtain a kingdom, obtain land and build it up to be a kingdom. So the evil character's motivation is still pretty much selfish, if you want to think of it like that. And we have a lot of people to kill. It's times like this you wish you had Fireball. But I think our best thing is to... do you have Bless?
Sorry.
Ew. Or I can use the scroll. Let's do that. Let's buff a little bit. Shield of Faith on... Can make her really unhittable. I think that'll be fine. Why don't you cast Bless?
Time's wasting.
Anything interesting I want you to do? You can actually start singing in a little bit. And you just punch things, so that's fine. I actually don't want you to move. Just stay there. Should be good enough. Alright. Yeah, so if my characters weren't all fatigued, they would be able to just charge in and start wrecking the place. Unfortunately, everyone's fatigued, and when you're fatigued, you cannot charge. So we're just gonna kind of saunter forward. And here we go. So I love this combat because there's a lot of things going on. You have this kind of scripted fight in the middle where these two very important characters are fighting this frost giant. Can't do anything about that. But what we have to do is we have to fight our way through all of these assholes over here and kill all of these mages that are like creating this barrier around them. The dreaded saunter. And I really like this combat because there's just a lot of stuff going on. And I like fighting hordes of enemies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Lindsay, our bard, start inspiring courage. So we all get a +1 to hit, +1 damage. And we'll have her take a 5 step back. Inspired tactical choice. Tartuccio. He can magic missile or an auto hit. However, I think a lot of these guys are still flat-footed because he's going first. So he'll have an easier time shooting them. Because this is technically a surprise round, so I only have one action. I could either move or attack, and characters haven't acted yet, are flat-footed, it's the whole thing. So I think I'm just gonna have to take a pot shot.
Leave this one to me.
And he does pretty well. Now for my cleric over here. He doesn't have great AC. I actually should have Shield of Faith him, but that's okay. That's okay, you live and you learn. I'm actually just gonna kind of move you there and have you stay put for now. My Mastodon is also fatigued. I think we're just gonna have the Mastodon move in, kind of block people from rushing up to my squishies for now. My Inquisitor, Jaethel. Divine Favor is pretty good. It's a +1 luck bonus to attack and damage for a minute, which should be most of this combat. So we'll have her boost herself up. And move forward just a little bit. And then our second main character, Str'bry Sh'rtkek, up here, I think can just move forward a little bit. And then our big old tank can take point and turn on fighting defensively, because it doesn't matter. She has such a bad 2 hits. Actually, was that too bad? No, she has a +3. I thought it was worse than that for some reason. I think because of Bless and Inspire Courage. So we'll just have her take point regardless. Have her do a menacing saunter forward to take point. Lindsay's still trucking. Have her move over here and she can actually probably shoot someone. Or is an area effect? No, it's just one character. Yeah, she'll just shoot this guy.
Serves you right.
We are a big saunter group around here. Love sauntering. It's a flaming sword. Look how cool is that? This guy's pretty injured, right? Yeah. Let's guaranteed kill on him with magic missiles. Love it. Magic missiles are great because they're an auto hit. Guaranteed damage. Nothing an enemy can do about that except having this spell called Shield active, which I think prevents magic missiles from actually going through. But that's pretty much it. You, my good cleric buddy, you can actually reach him. So why don't we turn on Destructive Smite for a little bit more damage and see what you can do. I usually don't expect them to hit. Back to the hit. Pretty good. Dixie Star, what up? Isn't it past your bedtime? I do not believe that he hit Valerie. It's because he got a nat 20. Cheater. Cheating. This game's full of cheating. Big time cheaters. Mastodon's AC is what, 20? 19? Lame. I feel like that's such a bad idea. Let's just move you there. And do that. Nice gore attack from behind. It's great. Jathel. Get you there. And take a swing. Yeah, so she's pretty good. She has the scythe, and because she has such a ridiculous strength, she actually deals quite a chunk of damage. I also just realized that the music in the game just like completely stopped. It got tired. It decided to call it a night. Mirror image is kind of annoying. That means there's a missed chance on attacks. Pretty much. So even if I were to hit, there's a chance that it would just attack one of the illusions around him anyways. I'll always swing in here and try to finish one of these guys off.
Run them through.
Perfect. And I think we can just start cleaving through these guys. It was a critical hit too. Oh, it's so good. Turned into nice chunky salsa. Alright, Lindsay, move forward and shoot the mage.
You deserved it.
I think the mischance for mirror image is 25% off the top of my head. Dixie started beating herself up with her cell phone. However, I think magic missiles don't care about mirror image. Hell yeah. Surprise, barbarian. Rip. Aram, you can reach him. I think that is fine. Let's do it. Nice, so he only has 3 more mirror images because Harem just hit one of them. Everyone's favorite Mastodon. And Jaethel, you can also reach this guy, so why don't you do that?
Wretched things.
You can swing better next time.
Let's hear you cry.
So I think at this point I outnumber these guys. Like, they don't have a chance at all.
Do not falter.
Maybe cast Daze. Great, so now he's not a problem for a round because he's dazed. Fire Sword beats Frost Giant any day of the week. Artuccio can just stay back here and doing guaranteed damage. And then the Raging Barbarian is gonna chunky salsa someone. Not quite the gory explosion I was hoping for, but beggars can't be choosers.
What a waste.
Okay. Wasn't expecting a Hydra to be summoned to the force field. Luckily, I don't have to deal with it. It's all on them. May as well be a cutscene. And let's see if we can't move you into a better flanking position.
Despicable.
Oh, it's a surprise, Hydra. So I say, Mary just... Okay, she succeeded that will save. Otherwise, she would have been stricken with fear and would have ran away. Let's try to take this guy out. Or at least one of his mirror images. We'll get there eventually. He's not really doing much. Let's go after the mage. The better parts of D&D are when you just keep rolling misses over and over again. I find that to be a lot of fun. Oh, 2 more magic missiles left. We can probably kill him at some point. Hey, so he seems to have a lot of health. And this mage is almost dead. So I'm gonna keep Harem on the assassin later, who seems to be casting a ton of spells. And we'll hopefully have our Mastodon crush this guy. Told you. What I should have done is I should have sent the Mastodon in stealth mode to snipe the assassin leader at first. My bad, I wasn't thinking ahead.
Advance.
Good. No one's being afraid. Very happy that no one's getting really affected and running away in fear.
Out of my way!
This guy must have a great AC.
Stay behind me.
Lindsay, shoot him.
Last wishes.
You'll get him next time. Always use the Mastodon to stealth. Yeah, I wish the Mastodon actually hit in that clip. That would have been gold. Alright, he's almost dead. We're gonna get him soon. How's her AC? Oh, good, her AC's 30. She's having no problems in here against this Manticore. Good job, Cleric. Time to gang up on the, the lonely mage over here. Nice. Loved it. It's fitting that the Mastodon ended that conflict. Very pleased by that. Let's do a little bit of looting first. Potion, bow, bow, potion, potion, bow, potion, potion. Bracers. And some flasks. Potion, dagger, potion. Potion. Tons of cure potions. I'm swimming in cure potions. 20 cure potions. Some more potions than anyone really needs. The magic circle's like someone who's never played D&D running their first game. It's just like, there's a Hydra and a Manticore, and then suddenly a Frost Giant. But the super cool sword lady with a flaming sword is totally kicking their asses. Bracers of armor +1. We're just gonna keep that in the group inventory for now. And talk to Amiri. Can I talk to you? You have anything interesting to say? Close enough.
My way.
Does Forgotten Ruin have a sword lady fighting a Manticore and then a Hydra and also a Frost Giant in a magic circle? Do I want this? I don't want this. I also don't want the Great Axe. Hello. Not exactly, but kind of.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger.
I had a Mastodon.
You made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage.
I'm especially grateful to Str'bry Sh'rtkek.
But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Like right now? Like right now. Okay. It's a lot of pressure.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him.
Oh, I can get behind a story that has quote-unquote U.S. Army Rangers in a fantasy world. That sounds pretty cool.
She wasn't killed. The bandits recognized her as one of their own by the signet ring.
Oh, the signet ring that he gave me. He's trying to set me up. Okay. Easy diplomacy check. He's trying to set me up. He's the asshole who gave me the ring. I could be smart and just be like, hey, no, Tartuccio seems like he's the traitor because X, Y, and Z. Or I could just try to throat punch him. So like neutral evil, do I just get angry and try to like punt him like a football, or do I at least try to play this a little bit diplomatically and talk my way through the situation? Throat punch, always. Always throat punch. Never stop throat punching. I've actually never tried this option. I'm assuming they're not gonna let me just like punch him in the face.
Not another move, or I'll kill you where you stand.
Lame. Kind of figured that would happen.
There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
Oh, dude, her AC is like 30. I can't, there's nothing I can do against this lady. I know her stats. I read the book.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
In short, hey, they both helped out, but also they both might be assholes. Thanks, really helps.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
Yeah, maybe you're the spy.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despises anyone but this woman.
Anyone but Str'bry Sh'rtkek. Str'bry Sh'rtkek cannot be the spy.
I'd go with her through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand.
Artuccio, however, he sucks.
Don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed her true colors. She forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Uh-huh.
And not just that.
Moral choices. Wow, it's like the Until Dawn.
She immediately pocketed it all.
Oh, you know what? There's options where I can turn off the alignment notifications for the options, and I should do that. I feel like this is more of a Str'bry Sh'rtkek move.
I'll be the judge of how my guards
Didn't work out too well.
Their responsibilities.
Didn't work out too well.
Please return the money now.
No, and she's gonna make me give back the money. This is going poorly. I am big upset.
Of course, theft is not to be condoned. But when the fire burns around you, and you are but one step away from death, would it not be insane to worry about laws and...
Remember, if you're playing a tabletop RPG with people in the real life, chaotic evil that inconveniences everyone is going to upset your party too. Make sure they're also playing chaotic evil, and that way you can burn the world down together. And everyone has fun.
There is a
That's a them problem.
How can someone
Oh man, well, because of real life consequences, my friend. It's creating problems at the table can get you kicked out of the table. It's why a lot of people don't want evil characters at their table in the first place. But if everyone's cool with it ahead of time, then by all means, light the fire and let things smolder.
What about that trick she pulled right before we came in here?
Running through the fire? Very big trick.
Some scoundrels set your mansion on fire, and as we were approaching the room, we saw your brave guards, your underlings, dying in the fire, begging to be saved.
I feel like mechanically Tartuccio's dancing diplomacy right around me.
Mercilessly leaving them to their fates, simply heartless.
Well, this one starts with "I regret," not a Str'bry Sh'rtkek phrase. So I think we're gonna have to go with this one.
Leaving them to die bought you mere minutes. Believe
My
me,
diplomacy's
I
too
would've
low.
held on until your arrival.
Getting run around in circles. This is terrible. I'm looking like such a scrub. I'm very embarrassed. Girls are watching.
It was perfectly reasonable, just the way a leader should think.
Ripped regret right out of our dictionary.
How could you say such a monstrous thing? Is that the way the hero of my book would talk? You sound more like a villain.
Lindsay gets it.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Right. Flawless logic. Well, we can't figure it out now, so, go do the thing and we'll just see what happens later.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen land.
Yes, Valerie wants to come too.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior.
The Sword Lord gives permission.
If Tartuccio allows, I would join his team. Forgive me.
My willfulness.
I don't appreciate your willfulness.
I seem too chaotic for Valerie. Very unfortunate. She's a very good tank. I am big upset about this.
And I like our leader. What wisdom lies in minding?
Though we get the cleric right from the get-go. Equal trade? Maybe.
I will go with her team.
I like how our leader does things. Efficient and without unnecessary.
And we get the Inquisitor? Useful? Debatable. Cool? Yeah, very cool.
Efficient? I'd say heartless. Would the protagonist of my book do such a thing? No. I guess I'd better go with Tartuccio.
This is the first time I've ever done this where Lindsay has not teamed up with me at the beginning. And missing out on the Bard is kind of rough.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to
Yeah,
I
whatever.
don't even need to think. I'm coming with this woman.
You get the Barbarian no matter what. It's pretty okay.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post.
Nothing could go wrong.
Complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits.
Oh, we'll go help them out.
Tartuccio, your words are quite convincing. But I can't afford to trust words alone. While you're away, Keston
note to self, kill Tartuccio, prove that he's the spy by killing him. That sounds legit.
But you should know that it isn't just Patax we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans.
Big time politics.
I've managed
Many
to keep this affair
politics.
secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path.
Great. We'll go do the thing. The thing will be done. Probably. Maybe.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
Lindsay, you're not even my team anymore. Stop writing this book. Yeah, the weird thing is, I still have access to her book, because the quest journal is just her writing. So, she's not with me, but she's still writing in this book about what the things I'm doing, so, yeah. And, I mean, that was the tutorial section of this game. I like Pathfinder Kingmaker a lot. Apparently not enough to ever complete it in my, 5 times of trying. But, yeah, I mean, if you like Pathfinder, you will have a great time with Pathfinder Kingmaker. I feel like the Pathfinder rule sets really cater very well to a video game format. The mechanics of Pathfinder I find to be very solid, and to have all of that automated in a video game, it's just a great feeling. Plus, officially, there's a turn-based mode in this, which just really hammers back hammers home the pen and paper feel to it. Of course, there's the real-time option you might be familiar with if you like Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, but to me, having a turn-based mode, I like it. I like the strategy involved in it. Yeah, Matt, I think this is a good place to wrap up before the game really gets into the whole exploration aspect of it. There's so much to do and so much to see. But I had a good time. I hope people who stopped by learned a thing or two. And if you don't own this game and you like Pathfinder, go buy it. Owlcat deserves support. I find that their work on this game and their work on Wrath of the Righteous Also good stuff. Wrath of the Righteous being their follow-up game, not a sequel. Should be coming out sometime in the relatively near future. Pathfinder involves mythic stuff for the first time in a video game format. Definitely worth looking into and keeping an eye on. Likewise, if you're here before me, Matt helps me smash that raid button and we go check out someone else for a little bit. If you've liked what you listen to and you like hanging out with myself and the crew, we have a Discord, Critically Discordant, which if you scroll down, I think there's a link on my Twitch channel to it. And also we run a podcast, a Critically Accursed podcast. Our recent story is called Horizon, which is a podcast about teenage superheroes in the future of 2172. The system we use is Masks, which is powered by the apocalypse, and it's a story-based system. So if you're interested in superheroes, if you're interested in Critically Accursed and the people you may have met tonight, check out our podcast. Think about joining the Discord so you can hang out a little bit more, and hopefully I'll come back and do more of this. I do like this game quite a bit, but hey, I think I like you guys quite a bit more. So for now, I think we need to figure out who we're going to ship off to. And to do that, I think I need to actually, like, check out Twitch and see who's doing what. So, oh, Matt, you got me? Thank you. You're a peach. Yeah, Pathfinder, anyone. I'm cool with anyone playing something to do with Pathfinder. Or a friendo, if someone else is streaming. I don't have anyone I'm following doing anything right now. Nope. My few friends are all offline, not currently streaming, sad face. Hella. I said my piece. So, very exciting stuff across the board. Thanks, Matt.